Anyway, we woke up real early this morning to go see the new movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. So basically, it's to Deadpool number 3.
Deadpool number 3.
Heavy spoilers.
So if you are listening to the podcast, there will be chapters, and you can skip ahead if you do not want spoilers.
But if you do want spoilers, happy birthday.
And if you're on YouTube, tough luck. It's going to be in the title that says spoilers.
Yeah, the hype was real. That was a heavy movie.
Yeah.
A lot of heavy cameos, too.
A lot of heavy cameos.
Let's see. We had, to start off, we had Chris Evans coming back, not as Captain America, but as Johnny Sorb.
Out of all things.
With the fucking thickest
Boston accent
I've ever heard. I wish I could fucking imitate, but I can't.
It was good, though.
Okay, so basically what happens is the TVA, if you guys remember from the show Loki, they end up pruning timelines that become deviant or divergent on their specific plan. And Wade Wilson's, every universe has an anchor character, apparently. This being is the anchor for that universe. So if that anchor dies, that universe now becomes obsolete. Slowly, not immediately. I don't know how that actually works. Like, well, they gotta wait that person has to be born eventually, and then dies eventually. So that universe just ends, or does that universe only start when he's born, and then when he dies, it's over?
I don't know how that would work.
Right? And like the universe only starts. Like, what about the history, like that world and everything?
Right.
Thousands of years of history.
Like, and then they said that it takes 200,000 years for the world to end anyway.
I don't know. I don't understand how that works for the universe. Like, so just one being is so important to that universe.
Unless basically what they're saying is after that person lives and dies, it makes that timeline wither back from that point on.
I guess because it was going backwards.
Yeah.
When they were showing Wade. So in Wade's universe, the Wolverine from the movie Logan is that Wolverine. Him dying now destroys his universe, basically, because he was the anchor character. And so Wade Wilson gets caught by the TVA to come in, and he's going to be set to the sacred timeline, good old Earth 616, to be part of the Avengers.
From Earth 10,000, whatever.
Yes, it does have 5 or some shit. The weird thing is, because of Wade's watch that he had from the second movie, Cable's time travel the watch, Wade can drift between universes too. He actually tried years before the movie started to join the Avengers, and he ended up talking to Happy Hogan, Iron Man's former chauffeur, former bodyguard. So he's trying to apply for the Avengers, and he does not get the job.
He's like, some people are up here, and other people are down here.
No, if you always go shoot for your middle, you'll always get it. So like he does like I found my place, and he put his hand higher above Wade's head, and then he would put his hand lower to midsection for Wade. Now you gotta find your place. I'm like, you cold motherfucker.
But I'm just saying, like, overall, that's what he was trying to say.
Basically, yeah, like, I'm way better than you are.
I'm Happy Hogan.
And so for whatever reason, this really upsets Wade to the point that his girlfriend, that he fought 2 movies for, if we're being honest, breaks up with him. So at the beginning of the movie, they're not dating anymore. And he works as a car salesman.
And he's still living with the what's her name? Blind
Al.
Yeah.
And apparently Disney had one requisite. It was not for them not to use cocaine on camera.
So they used every word possible
to describe cocaine, but they couldn't use cocaine. And so the movie is entirely set, well, not entirely, but the majority of it is set in the void, which is where people that are divergent to the timeline are sent to be pruned by this massive monster. If you've seen the first season of Loki, it all makes 100% perfect sense.
Yeah.
But if you don't, they explain it pretty well.
It's basically a garbage disposal that clears up everything in the void.
Of anything that they don't want in a different divergent universe.
Like a celestial entity almost that just consumes.
Yeah. I think it was only Antonok or something. And so, what happens? So, okay, so Wade thinks that in order, because his universe is about to be pruned because they lost their anchor character, Wolverine, Logan. So he thinks, all right, if I go find a different Logan from a different multiverse, then and bring it to my universe, that I can fix the world and save all the people that I love. His whole thing is about saving the people that he loves. Is the whole fucking stick of the movie.
His small group of friends, yes.
Right, his 9 group of friends. And of course, he goes to different multiverses that finds various different Wolverines.
And they're all funny as fuck.
One of them is a height accurate Wolverine of 5'3", tiny as fuck.
Hops down off of the bars.
It jumps 2 feet off of the bar stool to land on the floor below. Got a problem, bub? What you problem?
It still fucks him up.
You had the, from what I read somewhere, you have the Apocalypse Wolverine.
Yes.
Which is the Wolverine that helped Apocalypse conquer the Earth. So he beats his ass. You got the Madripoor Wolverine with the eye patch.
Yes.
And the white suit. You have Henry Cavill as Wolverine.
With some giant mutton
with
chops.
Fucking mutton chops of mutton chops.
And then you have the, is it the X-Men, regular X-Men universe Wolverine?
That's what I don't know. I don't know what the fuck universes they are. I know in this universe where he finds a specific Logan. He finds apparently the worst one of them all, is what everyone was saying.
Yeah.
And this one's like, does not want to fight. He just wants to drink himself to death, but he's basically immortal. And he heals instantly, so he can't fucking drink himself to death. I don't even know if he can stay drunk that long.
No.
His cells just regenerate. And so they end up in a partnership after they get into a fight. They get attacked by the TVA. They get sent to the Void. And that's where their story really starts.
Yeah.
The Wolverine starts with the suit from almost at the beginning of the movie. He has his suit on, the yellow and blue.
Yep, the iconic yellow and blue suit. And
I didn't like the way it looked until they fucking took the sleeves off.
Yeah.
When it was like just his fucking guns sticking out. That was my Henry Cavill. That was my Wolverine. The villain, his name is Cassandra Nova, who was apparently the twin of Xavier, Charles Xavier.
Well, before that, though, they get captured by, what's his name?
Pyro. Sabretooth's in it.
Sabretooth's in it. The frog dude. What's his name?
Toad.
Yeah, Toad. And a couple of others. But Sabretooth gets out to fight Wolverine first and gets fucked up.
One hit.
One hit. And then you got Deadpool holding the head up saying, look at this lady.
Oh, yeah. It was like he was complimenting Furiosa from breaking the Mad Max, the recent movie.
I have your queen.
Furiosa.
So then they, what was it? Pyro has Toad turn on some kind of magnet.
Yeah, they catch the Wolverine.
And it shoves Wolverine on top of Deadpool.
Yeah, well, Deadpool's like, fuck, because he was not magnetic. Another funny trope that he does is like, he says baby knife every time he pulls that fucking knife out.
I know that itty bitty little knife.
Never not said it, like baby knife.
Baby knife.
Baby knife. Like he said it every single time that bitch came out.
It's an itty bitty little like 2-inch knife too.
Yeah, like, he fucking keeps stabbing into everybody.
He's got the massive katanas and then.
But every time he pulls it out, he says baby knife first.
That's a great bit though.
It was. The people that noticed it were laughing their asses off. It's like, baby knife.
Baby knife.
So aside from them, they also have cameos of like what you wouldn't expect, because they didn't want to. I guess they didn't want to overshadow or draw too much attention. Like if it was Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America, you'd be like, oh wow. So they ended up having freaking Jennifer Gardner as Elektra come back. They had Wesley Snipes' Blade come back. Then they had
and he's older too, where he's got the gray in his beard and everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he does still age, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Or allegedly from the third one, after killing Dracula, he's supposed to age slower.
And he probably did technically, because he just has like a line. He's got that little like Brazilian line strip.
Yeah,
white
strip all over his little chin.
Yep.
And third was someone you were expecting was Daphne from X-23. She's X-23, but I don't know what her timeline is. She makes the way she talks, it makes it seem like she was the one from Logan. But then why would they fucking prune her? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that didn't make too much sense at all.
Another one that comes up that was not in anything other than animated shows for a long time is Gambit. And with like a super accurate French accent, like that fucking French, New Orleans, Louisiana French.
And you could not understand a fucking word he was saying.
I'm like, what?
Remember, he shot out at his daddy.
Should I dad? Should I 100% at 100% or some shit?
So yeah,
I'm fucking passing out over here. What else? Aside from so those four. So they didn't really do they didn't do like the overuse of cameos.
no, not too bad. And then of course, like you said, you had Johnny Storm in there.
Good old Johnny Storm. He immediately loses to Pyro. Took it absorb flames. So he's just like, no, I'm weak, and he fucking hits his nuts down on a fucking mesh wire or like a fucking
Like a platform thing where he fought.
fuck. And then he falls and he hits his head. Then he fucking lands like into a scorpion.
Yeah.
Not an actual like the move of the scorpion where you're like your heads are behind your legs are so far back that they're behind your head.
Yes.
So he ends up getting the scorpion. And then they all get dragged to her Cassandra Nova's hideout, which is Ant-Man's entire body.
Yes, with his hands in front of him as the gates.
How fucked up would that be if you're like in Ant-Man in 19 fucking or like whatever year he was, like 2010, right?
Yeah.
And then you end up getting killed by some chick named Cassandra Nova
Oh, that would suck. Like completely.
in the void, no less.
And like she is like she likes to hurt people.
She's a handsy girl for sure.
She rips Johnny Storm's skin off of his body completely.
Also like a stab of her finger too.
Yeah.
She's
Just-
like, hey.
Like no snap, no nothing, just
He just fucking ripped it off him. And he just fucking falls into a fucking heap of bones.
heap of bones and like just flesh.
I'm like, Jesus.
All kinds of fucked up.
Oh, God.
So they end up escaping from her,
Yeah.
Wolverine and Deadpool, off of what, like a Sentinel boot or something like that.
That's what it looks like, yeah. I kind of want to say it was an Iron Man suit.
It was giant though.
Just like the leg from the first model.
It could have been, but it was as tall as them though. So
No, maybe not then.
that's why I was thinking Sentinel. Maybe
What would it be?
that's the only thing I could think of is Sentinel.
Yeah.
Like out of all things,
A
anyway.
fucking thick ass leg.
And then they meet what's that? The other Deadpool, Zenpool.
Deadpool.
Oh, and the dog.
You meet fucking Dogpool that fucking Deadpool falls in love with to an unhealthy degree. Its owner, Zenpool, comes in, who is non-violent, yet somehow has these fucking gold 50 caliber fucking Desert Eagle in his pocket. And he uses the regular Deadpool wants to keep the dog, but the Zenpool won't let him have him. Later on, they meet again, and they switch keys. And I'm guessing that they traded a lesbian relationship with Henry that's what I think anyway. That when I say lesbian relationship, what am I talking about? Why am I so tired?
But yes, he makes out with dog
A lot.
like an unhealthy amount.
Like the whole scene is him just getting fucking licked down by this dog.
And it's a good, almost like 3 to 4 minute scene too, which is even worse because the entire time,
The dog's like, what?
and he's just standing there talking, letting it lick his mouth.
Like he lets Deadpool talk, and then there's the dog just just taking the fucking taste out of his fucking tongue.
Just fucked up. The scene completely is fucked up.
And Zenpool is non-violent, so he doesn't want to fight anybody.
Yeah.
And at one point in the movie, they get attacked by like all these other variants of Deadpool, and he uses for Zenpool to block the bullets.
And then sets him down and says, so how long does it take for your healing factor to kick in?
And the funny part, like they pretty much destroy the facility.
Yeah.
No one ever goes back, I think, to like maybe a later season.
Yeah.
Or they fucking destroyed the facility. Wait, what did I talk about again? What facility am I talking about?
You talking about the underground railroad station facility, or are you talking about the TVA?
What the fuck was I talking about? What am I fucking going on about? I start rambling, and I don't know what the fuck I just said. Like, what facility? What? What is going? I'm just so fucking tired for some reason. What the fuck? Anyway, he lets fucking Deadpool get murdered so that he can have the dog pool, and fucking Wolverine knows that for a fact because like, he just calls him a fucking murderer.
Because he just held him up in front of the gun.
Yeah, basically, and he thought like, all right, I gotta do is heal back. I can't heal. I don't know how to heal. I just said that. He fucking just dies.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait. He doesn't have any fucking healing power.
And apparently not.
That's the only fucking Deadpool.
And this is them going up the against the army of Deadpools
Right.
that Cassandra Nova sicks on them basically towards the end of the movie.
Yeah. It's wild. There's all these like different variants of Deadpool. You have a kid Deadpool, Lady Pool's the leader.
Yeah.
You got a
Western one.
Yeah, cowboy pool.
You got the samurai one. You got.
That's why I didn't have a porn pool. Like, just be honest here. Where's the porn pool at?
There was a Deadpool of all of them.
Yeah.
Like all the famous ones. But it towards the end, it takes both Wolverine and Deadpool to work together to absorb matter and antimatter together.
Yes, that's the perfect thing. Like, and when that happens, right, Henry Cavill has been slowly losing parts of his clothes. Like, first he loses his bicep, like,
Hugh Jackman.
What did I say?
Henry Cavill.
Did I? No more late night movies for me.
You need early morning?
I'm like, Henry Cavill? He was a sexy man till you start saying the weirdest shit.
But how everybody thought that Hugh Jackman wasn't still buff or like fit anymore. It's like he just stands there and he's holding on to Wade.
Yeah, like okay, so first like his sleeves come off. So you see his fucking thick ass fucking biceps.
Yeah.
Then when he helps Wade absorb the antimatter and
positive matter, yeah,
of the universe away from the machine that Cassandra Nova's trying to use to destroy every timeline, his fucking shirt rips off, and all you see is these fucking thick ass fucking muscles, and it stops all the seriousness for a second for Wade to be like,
you got Wade looking at him
like Wade like hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
And the only thing left is his pants and the mask.
Basically.
Because right before all this, when they were fighting the army of Deadpools, he puts on the iconic Wolverine mask.
Yeah. Which, do you want me to be honest? That shit look goofy as fuck at some points.
Yeah, I did.
Like, how's he going? You can't do this. Wait, I'll do it. I'm like, that is the goofiest shit.
The CGI with it was
It was too bad for me. I'm like, no.
Like at the beginning, it was fine, but and then it just came out of nowhere. Like, where'd the mask come from?
I can see your back the whole fucking time. Where did you put in that mask from?
It was like hidden on the inside.
Instead of his fucking asshole, he fucking pulls it out. There we go. Wow. I don't know half of that movie anymore. I'm exhausted.
Wow. But it was a good movie. A very good movie.
It was a solid movie because it balances well all the good elements you need. The humor, the acting, the action, the characters, so that you feel like you've actually seen something entertaining.
Yeah.
Instead of them throwing a bunch of stuff on the screen and hoping it works.
Right. And they didn't like you said, they didn't overdo the cameos. Like Elektra and the Blade and the rest of them, they weren't like the stars of the show. They killed off the Johnny Storm character really quick.
They could afford it budget-wise.
And the one thing I found hilarious, though, is you have Deadpool talking to Cassandra Nova, everything that Johnny said about her.
I still don't understand. Okay, so did he go back in time and have him say that stuff on purpose? Because he kept looking up at the camera like, huh? Or did he remember that he said all that and he remembered that there was a camera there?
I think it was that he knew that there was a camera there.
So he just wanted him to tell him,
because he had a whole list of shit.
And that's what I keep thinking. Like, how did he fucking? He wouldn't have had time to. How the fuck? Because he had done that before. Changed the timelines.
It could be that he went back in time though,
and just changed it on purpose.
He's like, see, I didn't kill him.
Right, like he's trying to say, like, it wasn't me. I don't know why.
But yeah, I'd definitely give it a good 8 out of 10.
Got a 15 out of 10 for me.
A what?
15 out of 10.
15 out of 10?
It's just that good. You know what was so good was they had a fight scene halfway through the movie They had a fight scene earlier
Oh yeah,
in the desert, but they had another fight scene in a car.
Well, with the first fight scene, it's like we're gonna give these people what they wanted, where it's just them fighting.
It's just regular fighting, yeah. But man, they really start fighting in the second act
Yes.
because they have this argument, and then Wolverine says the most. He never spoke this much in any movie, and like everything he said in this one particular scene was most of his dialogue on the other movies total.
Yeah.
So he tells Wade the realest shit he could possibly say to him, like the stuff you never want to say to your friend until you have no choice.
Yeah.
He said all this shit, and he finally was like, "What? The mouth doesn't have anything to say?" And Deadpool's like, "We're gonna fight now."
And super serious too.
Right, and then Wolverine like starts laughing like, "We're gonna what now?" He punches him in the fucking face. Then they have a fight in this fucking Odyssey truck.
On the Odyssey, man.
Yeah, for 18 hours or some shit, like almost 24 hours, from like because it was day when they kept fighting, it was a little bit night when they kept fighting, and then it was like close to like 6 in the morning.
Yeah. But the entire time they're just fucking up this Honda Odyssey van. Like there's so much blood everywhere. It's not even funny.
Wild.
And then when you get the overview in the next morning, it's Wade tied up in all these seatbelts.
And then Wolverine just sleeping on the other side.
It was basically like them fucking.
Basically, that was the whole.
The bit, basically.
Yeah, they finally had to get their energy out and fuck each other, but they fight. You know what I mean? Very clever.
And there's a lot of that kind of comedy through the entire movie, and it's fucking hilarious.
And let me say, the intro is not worth it. Like it is for a joke point, but it's not for anything else.
No,
I thought it was gonna be something fucking epic.
no, it's literally like what we just said, where
Right? It's just fucking.
him going back to justify why he Johnny Storm.
died. They kept asking him too. That group like with Wesley Snipes and Jennifer Gardner. Like, so where is Johnny? Like, we don't know. We barely even met him. Trying to like somehow like segue away from the fact that they fucking had him murdered.
Yep. But their goal was to give them a good ending for all those characters.
Right. And I guess going out like that's the best thing they could get.
Because you didn't really get a good ending with Blade. You didn't really get a good ending with Elektra. You didn't get a good ending at all because he didn't even exist yet as Gambit.
Right. Right. Like he kept like hinting that like for them to give him a chance to prove himself.
Yeah.
Like if some people don't even know me.
Mon chéri, let me fight.
Oh, oui. Let me make the asshole clean.
CGI wasn't too bad in the movie. Overall, pretty good. Like I said, acting was pretty good. A lot, like if you get offended really easy, don't go see it. The jokes are fucking hilarious. Don't go in there with a thin skin and don't think that he won't make fun of everybody, because he does.
He will.
It's what you expect from every Deadpool movie, basically.
The irreverence, yeah.
Yeah. But when you first see Chris Evans as the character cameo, like everybody assumes it's going to be Captain America because he jumps off of this what is it, like a platform thing?
Yeah.
And jumps off. And he's like, now that's a superhero landing.
Fucking hard on him for fucking Deadpool.
Yeah, because he's got like a shawl thing, like a cloak on whenever they first see him, and then he drops it completely. It's like, fuck, it's Johnny Storm.
It's flame on.
And you see Deadpool, huh?
Who the fuck is that? Because okay, one thing that they need to add to Deadpool is his omniscient pop culture reference. Like he has this, like I feel like it's a psychic ability for him.
Yeah.
That he can break the fourth wall. So that means he knows, like, he was making fun of Mad Max.
Yes.
He was saying all sorts of stuff. He knows that
like Furiosa.
Yeah, he knows Henry Cavill.
Yes.
He knows Chris Evans. So they need to add some sort of that ability, like explain it. Like he has omniscient pop culture knowledge. Like
as soon as he sees somebody and knows everything, yeah, like he knows who they are.
So they need to they don't have to explain it, but at least let us know that he has it.
Yeah. Like it just pop culture omniscience.
Exactly. Yeah.
That would be perfect for him, though, because there was a bunch of references that were fucking hilarious. Like the entire part in the void, it was like Mad Max world almost.
Basically, yeah. But especially with the way they came after him, and they had fucking Red Skull's truck,
yeah,
or his car from the original Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yep.
They just put flames on the side of it.
Yep.
And I remember I told Michael, like, I think that's his car. And then we saw the credits, like Red Skull's team crew.
Yep.
Like, it's a fucking actual wreck crew.
Yeah, yep. So there was like we said, a bunch of cameos in it. Very tastefully done though.
Yeah.
Not overdone.
They could have like been in the movie or not been, and still would have been a good movie.
Yeah, overall, yeah. It's just kind of like those little like, oh, that's cool. Like they added that character that I haven't seen them in a long time. When they had Jennifer Garner coming out, it's like, huh?
I was like, oh, I didn't know. I got to the vapors.
And the thing,
you know, her daughter looks exactly like her.
Yeah, I think I've seen
like
that.
It's the wildest thing. Like
it is weird looking,
like a clone. Every time I see that, when a mom and daughter look the same, like I get like a little bit like what, like a brain like freeze in my head, right? Or like a glitch.
Yeah,
because it's like, what? Genetics is wild. You could come out looking completely different or absolutely identical.
Yeah. Wesley Snipes' Blade though. He's he's skinnier.
He's older. Yeah, he's got gray hair.
Yeah,
a gray little goatee
and a beard, which is even funnier. But he looks like from the original Blade. You can tell that he has lost some like mass. Like,
yeah, basically doesn't work out like he used to probably.
I would assume so, but it was kind of cool just seeing him in general, where he uses his iconic that like blade weapon that he's got,
the little
or it spins when he throws it,
the boomerang. Yeah,
he uses that on different characters in the Void. Let's see.
They also have X-23, but I don't know what X-23 it is.
Yeah,
I don't know where she was pruned from in terms of like the multiverse continuity,
because she knew Old Man Logan.
It seemed like it. Yeah, there was Old Man Logan in the movie too, like the actual from the comic book with the hat.
Yes,
and he fucking shotgunned Deadpool. I forgot about him.
Yeah, when he was going and for the Wolverine,
Wolverine to help him. Yeah,
all of them fucked him up.
He wanted one that would anchor his universe. That's how in his head he thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
But I remember because he brought back the Wolverine, and the guy's like, "You got to be fucking joking with me." That's how you think it works? You just pick a random Wolverine?
But what was it?
They pick
an educated wish.
Yeah,
that's what they call it instead of an educated guess. It was an educated wish.
Plus, there was the brown suit Logan.
Yes,
that fought the Hulk, but we didn't really get to see the Hulk.
Well, the Hulk did show up though
for like a split second. He's like, "Oh."
And then it transitions to the next Wolverine.
Yeah. The Old Man Logan one was funny because he looked like he had the gray like little goatee.
Yeah.
Coming down, or I guess the mutton chops just like a line.
Yeah.
He had like that old brim hat that he had
with the like blanket thing over him,
like an old man with his rocking chair. Like, yeah, like I need to talk to you, old man, and he fucking just shoots him with a double barrel shotgun.
Oh, we didn't talk about how before he found out that he needed that other Wolverine. He knew that he's like, I can go dig up the Logan Wolverine.
Yeah, the absolute irreverence of the fact that he dug up Logan Wolverine from the R-rated movie.
Yes,
and then then you see him flip out and break the shovel. And then later you see him talking to somebody, and it's just talking to the skeleton of Wolverine.
Yeah, and sitting beside him.
Yeah, there was like a little bit of skin and just
got a little bit of sinew or whatever.
Right, but it was Wolverine was dead.
Yes,
and he was real fucking pissed.
And then the TVA comes up to get Deadpool.
Yeah,
and he starts using
every bit of Wolverine to kill him. Like all his that's actually a good weapon.
Yeah.
Because he was using the spine connected to the head as a mace.
Yes,
and that would be because it's adamantium, it'd be unbreakable. That's a good weapon.
Breaking the ribs off and just throwing them things.
There was the one where he fucking stabbed one of the pieces of rib. No, it was like an actual leg or arm.
Yeah.
And he hit the guy in the dick, right?
Yeah.
And then he slid it like he was stroking it.
Yeah.
See that part? Like they made sure to do that real slow too.
And this is the opening credits,
right? Because Deadpool always does that. It does,
and then it shows what happened.
It does, the lead up to what happened. So basically, it starts cold.
Yes.
And then it cuts for a second, and then but it does it really early.
Yeah.
Instead of like having the whole movie lead up to it, it just does it like for like a few minutes.
Yeah.
Like has them fight the TVA. It's for a little opening. Has the Backstreet Boys. Bye baby bye.
While he's doing the dances.
Right. And and then it goes back to the scene at the beginning. Like let's back up a little bit. and then we catch up.
Because you use like the first 10 minutes of the movie to catch back up real quick, and then after that, all new material.
So that's how I like how they do the cold opens are great.
But he like desecrated that body.
You know my favorite part, aside from the fight in the car between him and Wolverine, which is they're basically fucking.
You basically is.
That's how I see it now. It was when he got suited up by that guy. That guy kept slapping him on the ass.
Oh yeah.
Every time he suited up, like he
in the TVA, whenever they thought that he was going to work with him.
Right, that's where he was just like, and then he was like fucking. Then we were screaming at the garage. Then he fucking slapped his ass. Then he put a new knife on his pocket. Then he slapped his ass. Then he put his boots on. And he slapped his ass. I'm like, what?
They grab his dick again.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Then he came back and like, look at me now. Like, by the way, you guys are Taylor's a predator, but but I'm into it.
Fucking.
Then he called out that one guy Howard.
Oh yeah, he's like, he knows.
Like Howard's up freak.
And then like whenever what was his name? Paradox.
Yeah.
In the movie, where he's one of the TVA leaders, but he's like a rogue
he's up to like some weird like side mission that's against the TVA's protocols.
Yeah.
Because
he thinks he can do it better than they are.
Or he had some some weird alternative. I don't know what his goal was.
Well, he said that they won't just cut off entire things anymore the way that they should. They let them wither back now instead of pruning them like they used to.
And he wants like a specific like team or something because he wanted Deadpool because he considered him special.
Yeah.
And then for the whole movie, Deadpool's like, I guess I'm Jesus.
But whenever he smacked him in the face, took that little device that they used to jump from timeline to timeline.
Yeah.
But he was falling towards that one dude specifically with
like he was going, he was falling ass first. The guy's like fucking almost had his mouth open.
And then the portal opens and he goes through that first.
Not to mention when he saw Hugh Jackman's abs, he's like,
see that? And then you have Deadpool, put this shirt on.
But you put your titties away.
Stop flaunting stuff.
What else? Of course, we had Dogpool.
Yes.
I'm fully awake now, by the way. I don't know what I was rambling on. You're gonna have a big laugh when you overhear it again, aren't you?
Yes.
You're gonna be like, "What the fuck was he saying?"
This is how you know that we don't edit our podcast.
I was just out. What was I talking about half of the time? I don't even remember. Was I even being coherent?
No, not really.
What was one thing I said that was like seemed odd out of nowhere?
You said something about like an industry or something. It's like, what? I'll play back for you later, but yeah. It's like, what?
I could have sworn I said cocaine at some point.
One thing that was kind of weird, though, is that this Cassandra Nova character somehow...
Oh, that girl could get it, though. She was...
Bald as Xavier.
Bald as Xavier, and she got licked the ball head clean.
But her powers are weird to me because... number one, she like finger rapes you.
Yeah, like she's able to like intangibly enter your mind. She likes to put her fingers into your brain instead of like just reading your mind.
Yeah,
she likes to be more invasive. So she puts her whole hand
like intangibility.
Yeah, like through your skull. So she's still hurting you, but she's not like killing you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's a psycho, like an actual psychic thing that she does that they think is happening, but isn't really happening.
No, it really is, because she drugged that one dude, remember?
Oh, yeah, she fucking dragged him like a goddamn doll.
Oh,
like a doll.
I don't get her powers, though, because like the Magneto helmet prevents her from using her powers, and she can get shot and everything like that and starts bleeding.
Right.
But as soon as they take the helmet back off of her, because they use Juggernaut's helmet in this movie, they take the helmet back off of her, and she heals, which is weird.
Let's find out. Oh, Lord, she looks way worse in the comic books.
She looks way worse in the comic books.
Scary. So she's got telepathy, telekinesis, DNA duplication, spontaneous cell regeneration.
Okay,
she does have
that's what that is, okay.
Intangibility, cosmic fire and infernal control, immunity to magic and mimicry, premonition, mind and body exchange, mind control, soul gathering, and dematerialization. I can't even say that word.
Dematerialization.
Dematerialization. So yeah, she's the twin sister of X-Men founder, telepath Professor Xavier. So they must have not had all these in the movie.
Yeah.
But no telepathy, telekinesis for sure.
Yes, because she was able
to did that to Wolverine.
Yeah.
And the spontaneous cell regeneration as well.
Yes.
And intangibility, because she put her hands through people.
Yep.
There we go. So that's
Okay, that makes
finally
sense. There.
Although spontaneous means that it just happens randomly.
It just happens.
Wouldn't it just be like, no, like
Spontaneous means that it's like almost instant.
I thought it was like random.
Nah, like if we're using
Like
the root
spontaneous-
word, yeah.
Like spontaneous people combustion. Oh,
But that also means instant combustion.
okay. I don't like it though.
Yeah,
Instantaneous would be better for me.
it would make more sense. Yes.
It'd be like if I'm dying of fucking like a gunshot, right? And I heal like 3 months later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that's what they're actually meaning though is
Right. Like it's just
like it's
instantaneous.
instant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever damage she gets, as long as her powers are active, and apparently her powers are not active if she's wearing a helmet,
Right.
which
doesn't make any sense.
no, I'd get it like where she can't hurt you.
Right. But
mentally.
not herself.
That is weird. Like,
There's a plot hole there.
yeah, it
Makes no
is.
fucking sense.
But it's Deadpool, so it doesn't have to necessarily make perfect sense.
So yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But
I want to work with Jennifer Garner now.
you want her to be in the Electra costume there?
The original?
Yeah.
I could take it out.
I could take it or leave it. You know, either one's fine with me, as long as she's with me.
Did she ever train her actual with those actual size? I could have sworn she said she'd had extensive training.
In the first movie she didn't she?
I think so.
Like with which is funny because they said Daredevil's dead in your universe.
Yeah,
Okay,
she didn't
that's
care.
fine.
A little jab at Ben Affleck.
Oh, no. It's like, yeah, that's fine.
It's like, fuck that motherfucker.
That was one of the funniest parts. Like, I know, that's fine.
Hey man, Jennifer Lopez. They did a lot of jabbing. It was the same with Hugh and his divorce. Like,
Yeah.
he let him go with the divorce.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically 90% of the movie was set in the void, which I know why was to avoid any they didn't want to go to the MCU. They want to stay on his planet. They wanted it to be like a self-contained story.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind it being in the void.
No, it was different than whenever they had the one location shots for Fantastic Four.
That's another thing. They had a fucking a honorary remembrance or some shit of the old 20.
You seen that too?
This is the dumbest shit. Because they had they had a whole montage of all the Fox movies.
Yeah.
All the Marvel Fox movies that they did, right?
That were gone, yeah. Like Spider-Man and...
Right, and they were remember these movies because they bought Fox, and I'm like, and they kept showing the Fantastic Four, the new one, or the most recent one. I'm like, no, put that shit back.
With Michael B. Jordan.
Not to mention that when Deadpool found out he was going to the MCU, he was like, fuck Fox, 24th Century Fox, and he fucking smashed the camera and threw it across the thing.
Yeah.
Like Mickey Mouse all the way.
Yeah. Well, it's funny too.
That was like his biggest fourth wall break.
Well, in the void, it had the 20th Century Fox logo.
Yeah,
thing
fucking destroyed. So that means it's part of the trash heap. They took it to, wow. He did not give a fuck.
It's like, yeah, it's the trash heap now. It's in the void. The TVA right there.
My cousin just texted me. He wants to go see Long Legs.
Long Legs?
Yeah. You have no idea, do you? All I gotta say is, all I gotta tell you who's in it, and you'll be like, oh, it's Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
You actually said, oh. And he plays a real weird character.
It's the one where it's, no, it can't be that one. I don't know if that's that new. The one where the guy, where you're talking about where, what's his name's obsessed with him?
Oh, no, that was John Travolta. Right? Oh, no, that was that one. Oh, you come out the one with Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
We already saw that.
Yeah. I figured.
Longleg is basically, he's a serial killer that's trying to gain favor with Satan. But he's androgynous, so he's not supposed to be male or female. And he's super pale, and he's a washed up rocker. So he starts the movie like, if you let me in, it can be nice. If you don't let me in, I gotta come back. Not once, not twice. I'm like, are you? It's supposed to be super serious.
Yeah. And it's not.
Actually, pause the thing and I'll show you a video.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit.
Let me in now. There's another one where he just,
It can be nice.
and it can be nice. There's one part where he just starts fucking screaming in his car. Laughing like he's always goes 150%. I love it. I love him for it, but man,
He's not just a method actor. He goes full. He puts his soul into it. Like, fuck, dude.
oh man, Nicolas Cage, you are one of a kind. There'll never be another actor like Nicolas Cage.
No.
Let me in now.
And to be fair, it doesn't even look like Nicolas
And
Cage.
I know if I go see it with my cousin, I'm just gonna fucking burst out laughing, and I'm not gonna mean to. You know these people. Let me in now.
Because it's supposed to be a horror movie, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a super serious like murder mystery, with a tinge of the supernatural, but with Nicolas Cage.
You're gonna be laughing your ass off, and everybody's gonna be looking at you like, "What the fuck are you laughing?"
I'm gonna be driving home or driving to work when I'm. Oh God. So I guess I'll go see Long 2 movies in one day, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Latter-day Saints.
Yeah. They can't even save you.
I always say, I don't know why I always add the extra.
I do too.
I just like to.
Every time, even in my head, I say, "Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints," because you've heard it so many times. So overall, yeah, Deadpool, good movie. Definitely go see it.
They're gonna do the whole thing where like MCU, the MCU's back. They're like, the MCU's dead.
I don't know.
The MCU's back.
They may not, unless Deadpool's leading the new MCU. Like the way they made fun of a bunch of shit on there.
There is a scene where it looks like he sees a future of himself dying in battle, and Thor being really upset, and he's holding him like, "Why is Thor there?" And like, I don't know if that's just if it's legit,
Yeah.
or whether it's just like a bait, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't actually happen.
I don't think it will.
Like he dies in battle helping
Like,
the Avengers.
I think that was Paradox's way of trying to get him to join his side.
It's like, hey, is that Thor? Because every time he would wake up in the movie, because they fell asleep a lot,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, he'd say something like, "Okay, God of Thunder," or he'd be like, Thor." And I wish he'd tell you the third one would be like, "Chris Hemsworth," but it never did.
But yeah, they made a lot of jokes about a lot of people. So we'll see how far this goes over with the masses.
Yeah.
As a Deadpool, not necessarily hardcore fan, but somebody that loves the Deadpool movies.
What were we talking hard? You said hardcore. You were talking about like an actual porn version and how it would go about.
Yes.
How would you people like to know how I would see it? Instead of the fight scenes, it would be actual.
Yeah.
It'd be actual fuck scenes, right? And Cassandra was more likely to have a cock herself.
Yes.
So that'd be that scene too. They would play tag team Johnny Storm. I'm guessing Elektra would also have a penis.
No.
You know,
she's not too manly. No. But Cassandra Nova, yeah.
She's like, she catches them right, like, time to teach you boys a lesson. Fucking pulls out the fucking slung of, like, the hammer of steel. I'm like, oh, my Lord.
So, shit.
And then Deadpool's like, me first. And then Wolverine's like, you better not stick that in my asshole, bub. You better not do a bum, not a bottom bum. I'm on your top, bub.
Well, like whenever Deadpool pulled his gun out on him, he just leans into it. It's like,
Yeah, it was so fucking, I don't know how he gets drunk, though. Because his cell should...
it doesn't last very long.
Right.
But then again, he was also drinking isopropyl alcohol, so...
He was fucking tweaking. Yeah, because they escaped Cassandra's lair.
Yeah.
Which is fucking the body of Ant-Man.
Yes.
The giant Ant-Man. And of course, he makes a Paul Rudd reference.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd finally aged. They escaped. What'd you say it was on a...
a sentinel leg.
We talked about it earlier, didn't we? And I fucking was drowsing.
That's why I said I thought it was a sentinel leg.
I keep thinking it was Iron Man for some, but it wouldn't be that high.
Yeah, the height.
Right.
That's the reason I was saying a sentinel.
Because like it made it like he knew what it was.
Yeah.
Like the woman's like, oh, there it is.
And that's why I thought it was sentinel.
That makes sense.
He's fought those.
Yeah.
So.
And they fucking take off. They landed in the middle of nowhere. They find a fucking old abandoned
like restaurant diner, yeah.
And Wolverine's looking for stuff, and because he can smell food from all the way over there, but he was smelling just spam. So Deadpool's just eating spam, and then Wolverine's looking for alcohol. Like, come on, God dang it.
He finds isopropyl rubbing alcohol.
Like, you shouldn't drink that. And he's like, fuck it. Saying Deadpool's like, oh, goodbye, liver. Like, he can heal, be fine. Oh, but when he found when he found Dogpool, right? And I knew it was serious because he took his mask off. Deadpool
Yeah.
did. And he's like, "Oh my god, dude, my heart's deceived me."
And it was Zenpool. He's like, 90% of its body will make an orgasm.
But yeah, because he was like 90% G spot.
Yeah.
Dog was. I like how he tried to escape through the cornfield, and then he didn't even go anywhere. He just fucking the corns are too thick. I'm sorry, girl. Then Wolverine takes the dog from him and gives it back to Zenpool.
Yeah.
Zenpool was interesting because he's not a fighter.
Well, his wall break or whatever was just staring at the camera.
And just said the proposal. Because that one movie that he did with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
She's a great nude scene in that, by the way. She's not naked, though. It's like implied nudity.
Yeah.
Damn, do I love implied nudity. She covers her breasts, and she has a tiny tail over her crotch.
Yeah.
And this little dog is like chasing her back into the bathroom. She just sits there butt naked. I'm like, what? And it's just a tiny dog. Just hit it with the towel. Give it a little smack. give it a little smack. Dogs don't understand nudity. Anyway, I don't know why you're covering up.
No. But Dogpool and the like towards the end of
I
the
fucking
movie,
love Dogpool.
it's got the goggles on and everything.
Yeah, so they can do the CGI eyes because its eyes were not its eyes because it was like that.
like,
Like,
bug eyes.
yeah, like what's going on around here?
They give it almost pug eyes.
And then he fucking uses Zenpool because they get attacked by 100 variants of Deadpool. Because apparently, other than Loki's,
Yeah.
Because in the Loki show, Loki's are constant variants that get pruned. The Deadpools get pruned by the dozens too.
That's what we were talking about when you were passing out, you know.
Oh, was it? I don't remember.
But they go through and him and Wolverine, they go through and just destroy all these other Deadpools, and then you just see them all stand right back up.
Oh, I guess they do have healing factors because Deadpool doesn't.
Yeah.
And like I like how because I was trying to explain when I was drowsy that he used Zenpool to block the bullets.
Yeah.
So that he would die so that he could keep Dogpool.
Yeah.
Because the dog was actually Zenpool's. And Wolverine's like, you fucking murdered. Because he knew 100% why he fucking did. You just fucking stood there.
And then he's like, his head, Zenpool's head gets blown off. He's like over there trying to give good chest compressions.
And then Wolverine pulls the dog up, right? Because they're both behind a minivan. And Wolverine, for some reason, Deadpool's like, there's a fucking donut shop. They're known as medical triages. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's like the way to hold him up in front of the gunfire.
So he picks him up again and he moves across the street and to the fucking donut stand and gets lit up even more. And he keeps telling him, like, you're going to make it. I'm going to make it. He's fucking coughing. He's throwing up blood. They say it with me. I'm going to make it. Fucking Zenpool dying.
And all it takes is Wolverine picking up.
Wolverine picks up Dogpool and they're all like, oh, everyone hold your fire. And then he just fucking holds him by the side, just walks across the street, and no one does anything
because nobody wants to kill Dogpool.
Right. I love I love the interaction where like you just took him because he knew he just fucking you murdered him.
But after they get like they mow through all the Deadpools, you have Baby Pool just sitting there pointing back.
I'm surprised they didn't do him out too.
Yeah.
They also said that like they just killed Baby Pool as well. Like, hey, we're rated R for a reason. They had that weird scene where like one of them like Deadpool's is on the bus in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And he's like, oh, like what the is that supposed to be a reference to something?
Like he didn't know what to do.
Right, like he just gets stabbed on the fucking bus seat. He doesn't have any idea what to do.
And then it takes what's his name that was in Deadpool 2, the guy that he sent home from X-Force.
Peter.
Yeah, Peter. Where everybody loves Peter.
You know, every Deadpool has their own Peter.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Uh-huh.
And so he's like, he's with me. So they actually let Wolverine and Deadpool go
because of Peter.
Because Peter told them to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds us. The reason they attacked the group, the two of them, was because they made a deal with Cassandra.
Yes.
That was actually the first time they were off the Void for a long time.
Yeah.
Because they were back in Deadpool's world.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, like the final fight's basically back in Deadpool's home planet.
Yeah. But you have Deadpool running off with Wolverine, like the normal Deadpool. And he's like, have fun with my Peter.
Yeah, he's fucking high. Yeah, they might be double references again.
Exactly.
Oh, that was a good movie.
And then the lady from the TVA, the like main lady.
Ooh, she's got
like
I like her too.
No, but she's like, why are you so sexy?
Yeah, like
Peter.
They had a weird like flirtation with him and Peter, her and Peter. I'm like, where did this come from?
Where your belly in the seat and shit?
He's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. Like you're like, oh, I'm so naughty. Such a naughty boy. I never know what I'm doing. Like, you know what you're doing, Peter. I'm like, where did he get a suit, by the way? Because he had a fat like fupa.
No,
Did you notice that? I know I did.
that was the one from the locker.
That was his.
Yeah, that was.
I thought that was
no,
Wade's.
No, that was Wade's.
No, but where did Peter get the suit?
From the locker, like at the dealership, the car dealership. Yeah.
Oh, right,
whenever
because
he
he
got-
had
right,
the new suit, yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't have to bring his suit whenever they took him to the TV.
Wait, so then why the fuck did it fit so well?
It didn't. It was halfway undone. You didn't see that?
No.
When the zipper wasn't all the way done and
Oh
shit.
God.
And that's why he had the fupa and everything.
He had a fucking rope, like a whole thick. I'm like, God dang. You know, his dick is sideways, right? Like
Yeah.
like furled up like a squirrel in there.
And that may be what she was thinking. It's like,
Right? Like just fucking packing. Peter packing. That's my porn star. Packing Peter. That's gonna be my porn star name.
Packing Peter.
By the way, there was some trolls on TikTok. They were showing end credits, right? And they had like Gwenpool. No, Gwen. There was that that Spider-Man. Gwen. I think it is Gwenpool.
I think it is Winpool, yeah.
And they was supposed to be Emma Stone, and I'm like, okay. And then they had like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I'm like, oh, Spider-Man's in this too. But then when the movie came out, they were nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
And I didn't see him on the credits either. So either they trolled us or they cut him out.
Yeah.
But either way, like if it was true, I'd be like, wow.
But yeah, it takes Wolverine and Deadpool to work together.
Right, because they had to destroy the time machine that would blow up every universe.
Mm-hmm.
What was it called? The time bomb.
I can't remember what they called it.
And,
Time something, but
and it's energized by both antimatter and matter.
Yep.
And so Deadpool decided to sacrifice himself and be the hero, but he grabbed the matter side
Yep.
of the wires, but he couldn't reach the antimatter. So then Wolverine comes in, like, I got
he
you.
grabs his hand and shoves his claws into the other one.
Like, and the second it does, like his fucking shirt rips out, and like you can see his pubic hair coming up. I was like, that's what I noticed. That them pubes coming up almost to the belly.
And you have Deadpool just looking right.
He looks right. Then he looks at the camera like, "You're welcome." About the only thing I didn't like was Wolverine wearing the face mask.
Yeah.
It didn't fit right.
Like when they first had it come up, it was
It
fine.
looked great, but then when they were talking like about how to like I gotta sacrifice myself, but
I
I
think
was like that was too corny for me. Like take that shit off.
well, it started moving too.
Yeah, I'm like this is so weird.
I think that was the point, is that they knew that it would look real weird. So then they had him take it back off after the
When they came back, like I was like, yeah, all of a sudden it's off again.
yeah.
Like I was like, no, I don't like that. Cause like he's trying to be serious, but he looks so goofy on him,
Yeah.
which is weird. Cause you think it'd be like the perfect fit for him. All these years we get the full Wolverine suit.
Which, like I said, in the beginning, like whenever he crouches down slightly with the claws and everything, it looks fine.
To me, the suit was perfect with his face uncovered and no sleeves to see those fucking guns, and that was it. The full sleeves I didn't like.
Yeah.
It was like the sleeveless was turning me on. Didn't when Deadpool's birthday, he thought the TVA was actually strippers,
Yes.
and he was trying to get them to he's like, I'm not a natural bottom, so you guys got to get in there, and like one of them got really mad at him, like keep that energy, let's go. And they fucking drag him into the TVA.
Where he's like, but you're gonna have to shove it.
And he staples his toupee to his head,
Yes.
so he had fucking staples for like half of the movie.
I know. Did you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's got a little piece of the hair.
Hair sticking out, yeah.
That was a great bit, though.
And then Wolverine is like, he's telling Deadpool's telling him, like, oh, because he asked him about the staples.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wearing a toupee. And no one notices. And he's like, everyone fucking notices. Starts fucking laughing his ass off right in front of him. I love that version of Wolverine. Like, everybody notices.
Everybody knows.
Oh, man. I still can't get over that fight scene.
Yeah.
In the car.
It's like they destroyed the entire
It's
thing.
just so cathartic.
Yeah.
Like, Wolverine said such hurtful stuff to Deadpool.
Yeah.
Like, true stuff.
Yeah.
So he was he was just like, we're gonna fight now. That was the only thing Deadpool said.
It just hit him.
Another bit that he loved to do was every time he pulled out his knife, the baby knife.
He said.
I did.
Yeah.
That's how you know I was fucking out of it.
Yeah, the baby knife. Yeah.
Damn, I don't remember half of the shit I said earlier, but I'm fully awake now. That is weird. I must have really gone off on the randomest shit.
You know, you did.
Cause I was like this, right? I was like,
No, man. You were just randomly saying shit.
but it goes to show you how fucking force-willed I am, because I was still saying something. I don't know what it was. Oh man, that's a good movie.
But yeah, good movie.
Fuck is that? A jet? Fucking drops a bomb on us. We'll see you guys on the next one. We should go. We should go. We should dress up as Wolverine and Deadpool.
The fat version.
Yeah, for Halloween. I'll find a tailor that slaps my ass every time he puts his suit on. Fucking he fucking checks the oil pressure too because he sticks his fingers in there. Like, God damn. He shares the oil. What's the word? The oil.
Oil level.
The oil level. Yeah, that's what they call it. Checking the oil level.
Well, he slapped his ass like 4 or 5 times. It's like that. And his ass jiggled.
I also love when people, because I know this stuff quick.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just my nature, right? It's something that's boring.
Yeah.
Like the you remember the movie the second movie that Jordan Peele made? What was it fucking called?
Not Get Out.
And it wasn't Nope. It was the one in the middle.
Yeah.
When they're all clones, right? Or like they're all clones basically.
Was it?
They're all doppelgangers or something.
Was it them?
I can't remember. Us.
Hey, I was close, but them.
And I knew from the first scene that little girl was the bad one.
Yeah.
That grew up to be the normal one, and that the good girl that got killed. Or you see the movie, right?
No.
So basically, this little girl goes underneath this building in the spoilers, into this amusement park, and she meets her. It's all doppelgangers for whatever reason. Everyone has a doppelganger, and they live underground, and they eat rabbits and shit, and they're all mute. And she goes down there, and her doppelganger finds her, and the movie cuts out from there. And then she's an adult with her family, her husband and 2 kids, and they're going back to their hometown for a vacation. The same thing, the pool. It's like Staten Island.
Yeah.
Or like where's that place where like it's like there's a river, or there's an ocean. There's also like the fair.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the location's
Staten
called.
Island.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Or
Coney Island.
Yeah, that's it. Coney Island. It's like kind of like that.
Yeah.
Unless it actually is Coney Island or somewhere else, but it felt like it was somewhere else and not New York. So they go there, and the doppelgangers rise up, led by the woman, the woman's doppelganger, like the moms. And the end of the movie is found out that the good mom that was trying to help her kids is actually the bad mom. She was actually the clone from like a long time ago. She had choked out the good girl, broke her throat, so her larynx basically, so she couldn't speak very well anymore because she was talking. Because none of them can talk. None of the doppelgangers can talk except for the leader, the woman. And it turns out the only reason she could talk was because she was born to talk. She was the normal one, but she had her throat cracked. And the mom learned how to talk over time, being in the surface world.
Yeah.
And I saw that shit from a fucking mile away. And the whole audience, when they found out like the mom was the actual bad clone, I was like, yeah. And they were like, I'm like, are you serious? Are you
It's like, we didn't see this coming.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you guys, if I could get me.
Mostly when the screen goes dark in the beginning, it's like, okay, yeah.
And it solidified it when they said like when she was a little girl, she wasn't. The parents were worried that she wasn't talking anymore. I'm like, oh, what do you mean she's not talking anymore? I'm assuming people assume that she got so petrified about the doppelganger.
Yeah.
That she didn't stop. And I was like, no, it's just the fucking bad girl doesn't know how to talk because she never had to talk.
Yeah.
It's a weird movie. But I love his movies too. So yeah, when I started hearing people like they don't notice the first slap, but the third one they're like they start fucking giggling because it's just so quick. The first one's like quick as
I seen it right away. It's like
right
because it doesn't slap ass then grab.
When he grabs the crotch and like he did that and he did it a lot.
So I said like 4 or 5 times.
I'm like, that man is thirsty.
In between the montage of zipping up other parts and stuff,
they would go back to slapping his ass and grabbing his crotch.
And it makes it look like it was only the one time, but they keep showing it.
Right.
But then when he goes out there to talk to the TVA guy, Paradox, it's he's a
predator, but I love him for it
because he really did do it all those times. That's what made it funnier for me.
Oh, that was wild. Also, they also were smart enough to give him adamantium blades because when he fought Wolverine, they would have been cut to shreds otherwise. Smart choice of them.
Very, very smart, yes.
Him murdering Deadpool though for the only fucking Deadpool that can't fucking regenerate. He doesn't even fight. What does he have the weapons for? I don't understand. It's fucking
gold-plated Desert Eagles.
Gold-plated Desert Eagles. What do you need it for? You don't even shoot or fight anybody.
But he's like, these are mine.
He's like, hello.
Which is Ryan Reynolds, just his normal face with the man butt and the long hair.
He's like, did he ask, like, where's your mask at? Like, he's like, look, just puts it in his face, like, come on, come on. The trolling was so high for the end credits. I just remember there was actually one that said Deadpool Prime was supposed to be Ryan Gosling, and I'm like, so they trolled the shit out of me because I thought, like, I was waiting for all these characters. Like, where's Deadpool Prime?
And
fucking Ryan Gosling takes his fucking helmet off. He's like, how's everybody doing? I'm Ryan Gosling. And then Deadpool or Ryan Reynolds like, oh my god, it's Deadpool Prime.
But yeah, the ending credit scene is only good if you're really paying attention to the other parts of the movie.
Yeah.
It's not like if you miss it, you missed everything type ending credit.
I gotta start remembering directors of photography, man, the screenwriters.
Yeah.
Because like I know the directors. What I learned from reading like books on like film is like the directors deal with the actors, the director of photography deals with the actual placing of the cameras, and the film screenwriter is the screenwriter.
Yeah.
And like I just want to know the three. That way I know like, oh, this movie was made by this director of photography, so I know it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Because I have a story about a movie with Michelle Rodriguez. She wears a bikini in it, so I watched it. Of course, I was gonna watch it. He's got a bikini on. I'm only a man. You told me Michelle Rodriguez in the bikini the whole movie. I'm like, I'm there today. And it's called The Breed, and it's about some dogs and some rich. It's so. But I'll tell you about it in the next video for next week. To talk about The Breed. Well, I'm just gonna tell you like little bits of movie stuff or trivia that I've a little bit, not trivia, but stuff that I've noticed. Like weird stuff that I remember for like, okay, I'll give you an example. There's this movie called Live by Night, written by Ben Affleck, adapted from a book, same name. In the Elle Fanning, one of the Fanning sisters, I call them it's Dakota and Elle Fanning, famous to me anyway.
Yeah,
I'm a film buff. She's in the movie, and she plays this rich girl. Her father's like the senator or something.
Yeah,
and Ben Affleck's character, it's like set in 1920s, it's Prohibition and all this. Or like a little bit after Prohibition, and the senator, he wants the senator to give him a liquor license so he can open up his nightclub. He won't give it to him because he's being paid off by a different mob group.
Right.
It's like it's all mob groups, and his daughter Elle wants to be an actress, or the daughter Elle Fanning, she wants to be an actress, so she goes to Hollywood, and a little bit later, the father finds out that her daughter was been taken by like the pornographers in 1920 and abused in all these adult movies. So he's devastated. And Ben Affleck's like, don't worry. If you give me the liquor license, I'll bring your daughter back safe and sound. So he brings the daughter back. But now when she comes back and she's completely drugged out, like she's been, alcohol, pills, cocaine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love cocaine. Whatever drugs were around in I don't know what the drugs had in 1920.
Yeah.
Like alcohol and pills, I guess. And so the dad, being a religious man, after like he gives the liquor license to Ben Affleck, they have this scene where like he's trying to get the devil out of her, trying to get him back on the right track. So he decides to whip her with a belt, like the old fashioned like spankings, right? So he starts hitting her hard as fuck, like bam, bam. Like he starts slow at first, then he picks up speed because she's not being like affected, but she's been so abused by the videos, right? That it's giving her an orgasm the more he spanks her. So the fucking scene climaxes with him exhausted from whipping her and her having a fucking mind-breaking orgasm. She's like she tried to bite her lip with her hand, or she tried it with her with her finger.
Yeah.
To hold back because it's her father, right? And he's exhausted, like can't get this devil's deep in there, and I'll get this scene. I'm like, wow.
That's a fucked up thing.
Right. That's the stuff I want to talk. This like whenever I've seen it in movies, I'm like, wow, that's odd.
Yeah.
And I just want to talk about it, but without having to talk about the whole movie.
Yeah. Well, that's what we have the cinema lounge for.
Exactly. That's what I want to use it for. But man, it was because he's just fucking. And then he picks up speed, and she just because at first she doesn't feel anything because she's so used to getting spanked from the porn stuff, right?
Yeah.
Then he started really hurting. Then it's like, oh, now she's feeling something, and I'm watching. I'm like, is she about to? Because you don't think about it, right? But yeah, she has a full-blown orgasm. Like the harder he hits her, the harder she orgasms.
Yeah.
And that's how that scene ends. The dad's just like disappointed in himself, like, damn, I can't hit her any harder. And she's like fucking shaking arms, like, because she's bent over the bed
Yeah.
on all fours. And I'm just like, let me rewind this and watch it again. just to make sure I saw what I think I saw. No, but it's stuff like that that always keeps with me.
Yeah.
And there's another one, not like that, but in terms of like stuff that I've seen in movies. This woman, it's you ever seen the girl with the dragon tattoo? Ever heard of it?
I know which movie you're talking about. Been a while.
Like it was like all over fucking like it was like the movie, like the It movie for a long time, right? Not like
Yeah.
the It movie, like it was
I
like
think I've seen clips of it. I don't know if I've actually seen the full movie though.
it's one of those movies that's like culturally I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know, like the Da Vinci Code came out
Yeah.
and everyone was talking about it's like the same like that.
Yeah. I remember.
Everybody-
I remember. Yeah.
Right. There was a reboot, a soft reboot a little bit years after that. And this woman's trying to find this like a secret organization that's hurting people. It's the same girl, but it's a different actress.
Yeah.
And she talks to this guy that works at like this works at this hotel where like some of the people go. I think I can't remember exactly what happens. And he's like, you don't want to mess with these people. You don't know what they'll do to you. And like, you want to see what they do to you? So he fucking grabs his nose, right? And he does this, like it unhooks. He takes his whole nose off, and there's just a hole in front of his face. That's what they did to him. They cut his nose off.
Oh.
And like it's like rated PG-13 or maybe horror. I can't remember, but it is the most horror. Like I've seen horror movies, right?
Yeah.
That was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen because he just takes his whole nose off and there's just a blank hole. I'm just like, because it caught me by surprise and I was fucking like,
I wasn't expecting that.
because that shit could really happen. Somebody just cuts your nose off and you got a fake nose for the rest of your life. And he's like, you got to be kidding. Look at my face. Fucking sticks his tongue to it. I was like, it was one of the things you never say, just came out of fucking nowhere. That's some true horror right there.
Yeah.
I was like, put your fucking nose back on, sir.
Please.
There are children here. There wasn't, but I was just something to kill because I was like, man, that shit made my stomach. Plus, they had another thing where like apparently her dad used to like sealing women in like this like latex, like sealed, like they would take like a vacuum and seal it shut, like vacuum sealed, like as it was like sexually erotic for him and for them, right? And she gets captured by somebody, one of the organization, and they do it to her. They seal her in the and like I just like as a person, right? Getting vacuum sealed and
Well, you've seen that like
I would have had a nervous fucking breakdown.
there's people that are doing that for art now,
I can't.
where they have a pipe coming in.
My fucking claustrophobia.
So basically, what happens is they have like a breath tube coming through one end, and then another tube going out the other way for the vacuum, so you have constant fresh air. But it's still like they're calling it art, where these people are hanging in the middle of like buildings. Just
Shit is scary, but just like her getting sealed, right? Because she gets captured, and they do that as punishment for her to try to kill her, right?
yeah,
It was like I don't know how the actress would have done it. Like they'd be like, "Here's what you got to do in this movie." Like, fuck that movie then, because like they got to do that in the movie, right?
Yeah.
You can't really go around it because they have to vacuum seal her somehow.
it
I'm
was
sure, like it's all 100% safe with the stunt coordination and everything, right? But for me, like that, my claustrophobia, I would have lost my mind.
yeah. It's weird. Like
Plus, she was butt naked, so she had to like the latex must have fucking rubbed her skin raw.
it's like super weird though. They're doing this shit like as art.
Oh no, this was like black, like nothing. You couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but they're doing that with like clear plastic too now. It's weird.
Well, people are wild.
People are freaks.
Their expression or their art expression is different than ours, I guess.
Art now is it's very interpretive.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like Da Vinci, painting something. It's not like Michelangelo painting the cathedral ceiling or anything. No. Now it's we put a bucket, like buckets upon bucket of sand, poke holes in all of them and just let them fall. That's considered art now.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's art apparently. And it's like sure.
I think the recent art that I've really liked was the
I know what kind of art you like.
well, there was one with there's a machine that keeps trying to like it's losing oil, so it keeps trying to put the oil back into his body.
Yeah.
And it keeps failing, and eventually it dies. Like it's like they call the futility of man or some shit. I can't remember.
But that's at least okay. Like it makes sense.
So there's that one, right? And then there's the other one called the Continental Breakfast. Why'd you look it up for yourself?
Oh sure. I'll put it on YouTube for you.
No, it's a video. It's not a video. It's just a picture.
I know. I'll put it on YouTube. It's like, oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
uh,
Put it Continental Breakfast art piece, maybe. I can't remember.
oh God. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it comes up. Let's see. Oh.
I'm
Actually,
What can I tell you? I'm a simple man.
yeah, you are.
I know what she's trying to portray. I know it's supposed to be something against like the patriarchy, but
But even then,
I'm still a pervert.
that has nothing to do with the patriarchy, though. This is
Like putting women up like just like for our own enjoyment or what something. I think
women do that to themselves too. You've seen OnlyFans?
I am OnlyFans.
You're subscribed to every one of them. Why not?
All 6 billion of them.
No, he's really a billionaire. It's just he ain't got no money left.
It's all spent in pornography.
He accepts for them all. Just pays them all. He's like, I've got subscriptions to everything.
Like, how much for that chair? How much for a naked woman on that chair?
Probably not very much. Ask an OnlyFans person for $50 and they'll probably do it.
So I gotta watch a lot more movies to see a lot more like interesting stuff.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you got quite a few things so far.
Oh, like over the years, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta write them down then.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we have Cinema Lounge for, though.
Yeah, just to see how the cinema, like I guess mainstream.
Yeah. But we definitely had to put out a review though for the Wolverine Deadpool stuff.
That we did because it was too good.
Yep.
And well, I'm pretty sure I had some enlightening things to say while I was half asleep.
See, that's the upside. It shows that we don't edit the videos. It's like, no, we have the ramblings of Noe as
This is me 100% of the time. What the fuck was I saying?
Oh, I'll play back later. Don't worry. You'll hear. It'll be, what the fuck was I talking about?
Do you ever see a gold retriever and like you throw them a ball, right? But they never go for the ball. Like you're like, what the fuck? How long was I out for?
It was fading in and out for a little while, but we're good now. You're awake now.
I am now, but like earlier I was like, how long was it? Was it like 20 minutes? I was drowsy. Oh, well, let me in now. That was the second one where he's fucking screaming. He's actually saying stuff.
Yeah.
But that's all I do. Like when I like. Oh, Nicolas Cage, you are a treasure.
Yeah. There's only one actor like him.
Somebody they need to put him in Deadpool. I'm Cagepool.
Cagepool. That would be fun. Are we gonna face off?
Let's get a face off.
They're all Deadpool, so you know.
Yeah. I still think I didn't know who Lady Pool was. I thought it was Blake Lively, but they never showed her face, so
No, they never did.
It might not be.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the cowboy one was Sam Rockwell. I know that voice anywhere. The guy that played Hammer in the second Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
I think that was him.
Or at least his voice.
Like, hey, partner. That was a good Wolverine. That was a good Deadpool too.
Yeah.
What was it like? It was like Cowpoke Pool or something.
And then you had the samurai one. You had the monk one. You had
a lot of Deadpools.
Yeah.
You had that little girl Deadpool. Deadpool said that was the dirtiest one of them all.
Yes.
She was like said the nastiest shit. They just called her girl pool. That's girl pool. She's the dirtiest of them all. Like, oh Lord,
she's really bad. And they were all in the void.
Yeah, they all had to go there. I still don't understand Deadpool's stick. I don't understand, like, he's got the weapons, so what is he? It doesn't make any sense to me.
His university must not, like, there must not be really any violence.
I guess not, because he's just like, he's so chill. Hi guys. Yeah, I see you found my dog. You take your eyes off for a minute and she's just gone. And Deadpool's like, who the fuck are you?
Wife getting tongue.
That dog was licking his mouth. And they made sure that there wasn't the Wolverine looking at him like, what the?
Yes, like, huh? Like, why are you letting the dog lick you like that? Because you hear nothing from Logan the entire time. They're just getting tongue sucked by the dog,
basically. Oh God, like that dog had a long tongue, so that shit was going deep in his throat.
Yes.
So I gotta write down live by night. I gotta rewatch it so make sure I can remember how it was. But man, that shit was wild.
Yeah.
Fucking father spanking the hell. That's the worst. Like, this is the only way I can save my daughter. Instead of getting her psychological help, right?
Yeah.
Like with a psychiatrist, a bunch of, she decided to spank the evil out of her. That was his fucking option. And he didn't even do a good enough job because she was fucking loving that shit.
That's so messed up.
But she was also not, because it's her father. It's such a weird, like,
It's like a paradox.
yeah, like it just forced it out of her, because the spanking was the what's the word, like the trigger.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was her father was like the hindrance.
Yes.
So she was, oh Lord.